Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back to Leela Budgets. We are going to cash stuff for next week. I'm sorry there was no accountability video on Wednesday. I will confess all though, because it is accountability. I gained £2. I'm not too bothered by that because I went out with some friends for a meal, I had a birthday meal. So if I can maintain over the next couple of weeks, I'll be fine because I've got stuff coming up. But yeah, it's all good. It's absolutely fine. I really was not sticking to plan at all. So yeah, not worried. Not worried. It's fine. Right. I don't even know how much I've got. I don't even know if it's the right amount. We're just going to wing it. Right. Okay, that's the money we're cash stuffing this week. Like I said, no idea if I've got the right amounts. And we are going to get the change out the purse. I'll just check. Yep, that's everything out of there. Still loving my purses. This one goes with a pair of boots that I've got, so, you know, it had to happen. Right, what have we got change-wise? So £2 can go into ice cream. Oops. Because we've got this holiday home, etc. But obviously, when you're on holiday at the seaside, you need ice cream, don't you? I mean, it's like the law. Ice cream, fish and chips. So, that's what I'm doing with my £2 currently. I was doing the dinky dumplings before with them. So I thought, well, I'll just switch it up and do the... oh, that's not the right pink at all. Come along, mate. I thought I'd just switch it up and do the ice creams until we've got some pennies put aside for our ice creams. Yeah, so we'll just do this as a kind of £2 coin challenge. And it can be like ice creams and spending money for the kids. Okay, so what have we got left? We have got £5.76p. Right, the dreaded penny can go over there. Oh, of course, now I've put my money straight over the penny savings challenge. Right, £5.76. £5.76 minus £3.52 is my next highest. So that's £3.52, and then that leaves me with £2.24, which I can also do. Perfect. Right. Oops, let's get rid of that. And for the minute, I'm just going to chuck it up there out the way. And I'll deal with it after. Right. How's everybody doing? How's your week been? Lee is in school. La decided that she would fall asleep on the way home from school, so this is a bit of an early one. I had an absolutely awful night last night. Lee was wriggling quite a bit during the night and managed to disconnect herself from her feed pump, so we had a big puddle in the bed, and we ended up playing musical bed for quite a lot of the night. It wasn't good. Anyway, let's get started. So, oh, what have we got left in the binders? Right, we've got £15 left in fuel. I'm going to start building that up and just leaving it in there for, I don't know if you can see this, for when we go to the chalet, because obviously it's going to cost additional fuel, which is fine. But instead of using this for challenges, I'm going to try and keep some household money back, food and household money back. But yeah, I'm going to try and keep hold of the fuel money now for just to see how things are working out. So we are going to cash stuff. I think I did it round the wrong way last week, but it doesn't really matter. So we're going to cash stuff £35 again for food. But I'm going to put 25 in the purse. So we'll bring that back over and leave the tenner in there and hope that it's still there when we do next cash stuffing. At the moment, the way it's been going, it hasn't been being there, but I've had to buy like some bin bags and laundry stuff and bits and bobs. So anyway, That's that. We're going to do 40 for, that's a nasty fiver. We'll spend that one. We're going to do 40 for fuel and put this 15 in here and hope it stays. Right, so pop that in the purse as well. So that can go in the next one along. There we go, purse is done. Right, now next we are doing £15 into making memories. At least I'm on the right page this week. That's the help, isn't it? Right, so this is now going in the bin and I can tick off an extra £10. So I'm finally starting to reuse my tracker because it should be up to date. So this should have 120 in it when I put this 15 in, so we'll double check, make sure that I am up to date and that I've not done some really wonky counting. Right, so we have got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 and 10, 20, so we are spot on. Oh, finally. Now I've just got to not spend some pennies out of there till I complete the tracker. But we've only got 130 to go. Jeeps. It seems like last year that filled up so much quicker than this year. I know that's a bit mental and it's not probably true, but that's how it feels. Right, hair and beauty. So hair is getting 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100. Lee desperately needs her haircut, but just trying to get her hair washed and brushed is a mission. I need to sort it out with the hairdresser. Then we are going to put 5 in train tickets. Like I said, me and Mr. Leela will be going to London at some point. So 20, right, hold on, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. That's brilliant. I'm just going to keep that like just ticking over. Car is getting skipped. Renewal, oh, the other car is getting skipped. Renewals is getting, what are we getting? Renewals is getting £10. Ooh. Yep, renewals is definitely getting £10, which means we've gone over on our challenge, which is fine. We'll just start another one. I have to find another one to start with. I might just wipe this off and redo it. Right, so that's good though, because so I've been saving for Amazon Prime because Costco is already fully funded, but Costco will be due in April. Yeah, I think it's March, April time. So then we'll be starting to save up again for the Costco membership again. So that's good. Right. But it's also a whoop whoop, challenge completed. So that is £1 going into the ding ding ding, and I shall write that on later. I need to leave that out so I remember to do so. But that is a completed challenge. So exciting. Oh, what else am I doing? Right, holidays is getting nothing. Passports is definitely one for next year to focus on. That's from Sophie. We got the studios. It is lovely. And I've had it sort of sitting on the sidelines for a while. I suddenly decided that I would put it in there. Even though we've got chalet now and we're not going abroad on holiday. But my passport will be due for renewal beginning of 2027. And I've just given you far too much information, I'm aware. Right. Miscellaneous is getting nothing, dates is getting nothing, and 1 week ahead is currently getting nothing. Oh, this binder's getting harder to close though. I might have to sort that out at some point. Right, then we have next binder, but look, yay! Oh, and this one's by Nikki at Cash But Cute, like no one knows. Okay. Eating out is getting skipped. Home and emergency is getting skipped. Utilities is getting £10 for gas and £10 for electric. Is that right? I thought I did those last week. Hold on. No, I'm cracking up. It is water this week. And it's gas and electric again next week. This one's split. I'm going to put a bit of tape around that, I think. It's where I keep pulling these in and out, so it's my own fault. Right, blue Sharpie. Here we go. Let's put the tenner in before I forget. So this should then have 80. So actually, let's just double check. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Lovely. I was talking to Emily at Autumn Budgets about water rates, etc. And we were saying about how awful it is that these robbing people on these increases, etc. They put my direct debit up before Christmas, like a few months before Christmas, I think it was, and I increased it a little bit further so that I'd have a little cushion on my direct debit anyway. This is like a buffer for me, for my gas and electric as well. My gas and electric are actually very much in credit, but I'd rather have a buffer. You know, it's annoying because I could be putting that money elsewhere, but hey ho. I will do, as soon as they hit their £200 each, I will, £10 going into health, I will stop them and start doing appliances instead. 20, 40, 60, 80, 91, 10, 20, 30, 40, 55. I need to get this topped up because Lee's occupational therapy appointments are costing me £75 a session. Okay, so did I just health Christmas is getting 10. Am I putting it in there or am I putting it in? I think I'm going to put Christmas in the other folder for this week. Not that it makes a lot of difference overall, but I think I'm going to do that. Marketing training is getting 25. Oh, that Christmas is out of date as well. I've got £175 in Park. So that is another one of those. They're £25 each. So that is good. Right, £25 for my marketing training. This is for tutor training. And it's extremely expensive. And it is my focus for this year to get this money together so I can just fully fund it up front. 20, 40, 60, 81. 20, 40, 60, 82. 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 300. Okay, we're making really good progress on this. I've got to get together £2,500, but considering we're still only in January, I think £300 is pretty good going. Okay, anything else? Oh, the £10 for Cash Big Shoot monthly. Let's get that done. Obviously, I rang the bell last week for my little leprechauns and I did finish colouring them in. Yay! It's not really yellow, but we'll do our chicks that colour, I think. So that was a 10, so it's 2 chicks, isn't it? Right. Oh, it's kind of a yellowy colour when it actually comes out. Does anybody else find the lids on the Sharpies really misleading at times? Or is it just me? That one and this one. Lee loves saying and signing chick or chicky chick or chicken. So, right, we've got 3 more chicks on there to do and then that will be that one complete. And we're only at the end of January, yay! Yeah. And we've nearly completed April, which is fantastic. I'm not sure what I'm doing with each of my challenges at the moment, but I am thinking that some of them will go into my marketing training to help fund that for the year. I'm desperate. I really want to do this, but I know it's on next week's list. I could take £20 out of next week's money and do it now. What do you think? But then I've got to wait longer to do it. No. Right. No, do it on the week it's meant to be done, Emily. Come on. Don't try and cheat the system. Okay. So, that was rubbish, wasn't it? The £2 that I lost last week I've gained, but I'm not going to penalise myself for that. I don't think you should punish yourself. It's just one of those things. Doesn't matter. I'm going to leave the money in there. It's fine. Right, so gifts is getting 10. I don't know what I've got in here at the moment either. I've got a friend's birthday coming up in February. Someone that we all know and love. Right, I'm going to put that in and take that out. Right, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70. And I've got, so I need to mark off 20. I obviously didn't mark it off last time. Oops. Because that was 20, that was 20, that was 10. So let's get rid of another 2 10s because we can. Is there another 2 10s? No. There is not another 2 10s. Okay. So we'll do that 10. And this is by the lovely Sarah at Dilly Dally Budgets, as is the croc one actually. That was a freebie, I think, from her. And yeah, considering we're going to use it for a crocodile place, that's quite appropriate. Sorry, Elaine, I know. Right. So we have got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to go on that. And then that is that done, but we need to keep it at that kind of place. Okay, and then I think I'm just going to put some money. I haven't cleaned it off yet, but I'm going to just put some more money into business. I've got down 25. What have I got done? Yeah, I've got down 25. Like I say, I'm just trying to build this up so that if I do decide to restart my business, I've got some funding there to do it with. That's for Christmas, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. So then let's skip all of these a minute and put, because Christmas is a sinking fund. And we're going to do the candy canes. Candy cane save by Jules at Scottish Highlander. So I'm going to pop that £10 in there. Oops. In there. Oh. And we are going to cross off the 9 and the 1. So then we've only got 10, 20, 5 left to go until that's fully funded. And I'm probably going to use that for either an advent calendar next year or towards my next budget planner. My plan is to use these 2 challenges, because this one saves 50 and that one saves 55, for an advent calendar and my budget planner. Okay. So I am what have I got? So if I 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So that was January's. 10, 20, 30. So we're putting £10 in this week. Yep, that's right. £10 in. So that's 40. So there's only then a tenner to go, and that makes up February complete, which will be fab. And this is by Jules at Scottish Highland on a budget. It matches our budget planners that we got. Most of the challenges in here are by Jules. I said I'd wait till February, didn't I? I've got to wait till at least February to do the spring one. Just hold off, Emily. Right, so that is it for that binder for now. Just double check that the children aren't nothing for the children's binder this week, right? Which means we move on to here. And where's my ginormous dice gone? Oh, it's behind. It's behind my binders. Oh no. Right. So I'm doing the roll and save 2. And I've allocated £10 for it, so we might just roll again. 2, 6. Well, that served me right, didn't it? So £8 to go into that. That is absolutely fine. And so far we've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 28. That is that done. 1, 2, 3. Right, that's that one done. And then I need to put £20 to the hop. Today's the last one. Right, we'll pop that into the hop. I can't remember what I'm meant to be doing. That's scary, isn't it? Right, so that's the £20 for this week for the hop. That's that done. What else have I got to do? I'm not liking this. Right, I've got 20 quid left. I must have missed something. £10 of that should go into the monies for the Way challenge, because I'm just tucking some money away each week to not get stung. And then I don't know, is £10 for the weather challenge just in case? I think what I'll do is I'm going to tuck that aside for the weather challenge just in case it is this week's money rather than next week's money, even though it's not the first until the weekend. Well, next week. No, the weekend. I think that's what that is. I think that's £10 allocated to go to the weather challenge. So that's about it, I think. I don't think there's anything else to really talk about. I think we're done. 1 completed challenge. Awesome. Another pound in the ding ding ding. Oh, I need to fill that in actually. Sorry about the coughing. This dreaded cough seems to just be continuing forever at the minute, and it's just awful. I didn't write down last week's. That was silly, wasn't it? So if we do C, B, C, March, and there is £1 in there for that. So I put the note in here, and then there's £2 in that envelope for the moment. And then we've done saving is my jam. And that makes 7. I know some other budgeters that whiz through challenges and would be way far more money in these than me. But it's really important that you don't compare your budget and your circumstances and your journey to somebody else, because we've all got different focuses, we've all got different priorities. Like I say, at the moment my priority is definitely my Makaton training course, which is a communication involving signs, symbols and spoken language. Once if I do the tutor course and I pass the tutor course and everything else, I will then be able to teach the Makaton, which ultimately is what I would love to do, because there just seems to be a great big black hole where it's not taught. Certainly not in my county, not easily accessible, and I would much rather make sure that that becomes accessible. And yeah, so although my garden was a focus for last year and I got the ramp bit done, so phase 1 essentially, and I still need to get the decking completely ripped out and redone, which will cost probably about the same amount as the marketing training course. Because we've now got the chalet, and because the children will be spending time there and be able to be outside there, it's kind of allowed me the wiggle room to focus on the marketing, to get that saved up for this year. And then we can focus on the garden again. But yeah, like priorities change. People lose jobs. People get better jobs. Circumstances change. I had a successful business, and actually my most successful year ever was when I was pregnant with Lee, and then she arrived, and then we got a whole host of medical surprises, and I found that actually I couldn't focus on my business. I couldn't provide the same service for my clients, and ultimately I had to make the decision to give up my business or temporarily put it on hold. I mean, I kept my license current so that I can go back and practice, but ultimately, my business is paused for the foreseeable. Obviously, if I do the marketing training, and I can then charge to teach that, so that's another possible business opportunity down the line. But things happen, and it's about how you deal with things. We're all saving up for emergency funds. It's great. Do you know what I mean? Like, it does give you that little security blanket, but then something will happen and that emergency fund will get wiped out, and that's fine. What you've got to remember is be consistent and just keep going. Save money where you can, do what you can, do what your budget will allow for, try and live comfortably within your means and save at the same time. Anyway, I'm going to shut up and go now, and I'm just going to put my little daily reminders back on my desk, because sometimes when you wake up and you've had a horrific night, like a puddle and then musical beds, you just need to know that it's okay to not be okay, and that these times are hard, but they will pass. And be kind. Not only be kind to other people, but be kind to yourself, because we're all really good at down talking ourselves, but actually, we have to be kind to ourselves. It's a bit like look after yourself before you can look after others. So give yourself a break. For anyone that needed to hear that. Anyway, I am going to see you next week, and I will try and make sure that there is an accountability weigh-in on Wednesday. I'm not expecting great results there, because I know that we are eating out at the weekend. That's Mr. Leela. Bad influence. Anyways, I will catch you all soon. Bye.